In this video, we investigate possibly the greatest mystery of Hypixel and get to the bottom of a question nobody knows the answer to. This mystery has left the community clueless over the years, and I want to find out exactly why Hypixel haven't made this update. What would happen if Hypixel was to become a global phenomenon? Would the server reach up to 300,000 players? Stop. If you play free Minecraft, don't worry. I'm hosting a new account giveaway, so subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm working on a brand new FPS boosting texture pack, and I'll reveal it when we hit 5,555 likes. And by joining my Discord, you will have exclusive access to new packs and giveaways. See, Hypixel opened up on the April the 13th of 2013, and to this day in 2020, there is a mystery that no member of the community truly knows the answer to. A serious unanswered question and a test for the official largest Minecraft server, Hypixel. And no, we're not talking about why SuchSpeed still has his YouTube rank. We're talking about Hypixel as a global Minecraft server. Let me explain. Since opening in April 2013, Hypixel has maintained exclusivity through connecting from an NA proxy, a North American proxy, to connect to Hypixel, which is supposedly located somewhere in Montreal. And since opening in 2013, this has not changed to my knowledge. Considering Hypixel holds 4 Guinness World of Records in different areas for being the largest currently active Minecraft server, with currently over 100,000 players playing concurrently during peak hours, it's possibly the greatest mystery in Minecraft itself as to why Hypixel have never created a proxy from a separate location. I'm not just talking about EU, although I do believe an EU proxy is the most requested location out of anywhere on the globe. Why has Hypixel never created a proxy from a different location for Asia, for EU, for South America, for Oceania countries like Australia or New Zealand? It's never happened. And in this video, I want to find out the true reason as to why this has never happened. See, I'm a Hypixel player from the United Kingdom in Europe, and that makes it incredibly annoying for me to actually enjoy playing Hypixel without experiencing any lag. Typically, I receive 130 ping, and I've made videos in the past comparing my ping to someone of North America, showing the disadvantage that I truly have, and some advantages, believe it or not. If you search Hypixel EU onto Google, you will be greeted with a bunch of forum posts taken from the Hypixel website from different community members trying to figure out if there is an EU proxy out there, and if not, why has there never been one created? And it's pretty difficult to find an honest answer because most of the time it's just a discussion between many different community members, and you don't truly get an understanding as to why this has never happened. Staff occasionally respond to these posts, but it's quite rare. You never truly get an understanding as to why there isn't an EU or any other proxy in the world to Hypixel other than America. Now, believe it or not, it's actually incorrect to say Hypixel have never added a separate proxy than NA to their Minecraft server. Because in May 2017, many of you didn't know this, but Hypixel partnered up with a company called NetEase, which is a Chinese internet technology company providing online services to communities around China. If you didn't know, in China, many websites are banned that we would typically use, and it's actually very different to access the internet, which makes it somewhat difficult to get a server in China. However, the publisher of Minecraft China released a version of Hypixel in China, sometimes known as Hypixel. Now, this separate version of Minecraft and the Hypixel Minecraft server were operated by NetEase and translated in Chinese as part of their partnership. See, I've heard a lot about Hypixel China in the past, and I've seen a lot of spoof servers kind of translating English Hypixel into Chinese, but it's never been official. And up until this video, I didn't actually believe this was a real thing. But like I said, May 2017, it was created with the partner of NetEase. However, unfortunately, on April the 13th of 2020, due to the expiration of the agreement, NetEase announced that the Chinese version of the server was shutting down, and it was shut down on June 30th of 2020. That's the only explanation we truly have to why it shut down, just because it expired in their contract. So it was up and running for around 3 years, and unfortunately I don't have the exact figures of how popular Hypixel China truly was, but I'm sure you can find some videos on YouTube of other YouTubers playing on it, which is pretty cool. Now, as I mentioned, EU Hypixel is highly requested, if not the most popular proxy requested to add on to Hypixel for players playing from different regions. Now, the problem with adding a different proxy is that you need to add separate servers for players to play on. For example, if you've got players playing on NA, they need to have a separate server to players playing on EU, therefore dividing up Hypixel. Now, there has been statements made from the owner of Hypixel, Simon, on Twitter in the past, responding to community members, asking why is there no EU or SA or different versions of the Hypixel proxy to access from different regions around the world other than NA. And I believe the only answer we've ever got from Simon is that Minecraft make it too difficult at this current stage to form different regions of playing on the same server, and it's much more complicated than people would understand it to be or think that it would be. And I think a large reason for this is that we've seen many servers in the past adding EU and NA, Mineplex, Hive, Goma. There's a lot of servers that break up their server into different regions and different proxies, but Hypixel are just actually one of the few that have never truly done this. I believe there is also other reasons as to why we've never seen a Hypixel EU or a different Hypixel. Now, Hypixel as a server in 2015, it was revealed that it costed around $100,000 a month to maintain. Now, to put that in perspective, in 2015, they were only averaging, I can't say more than 30 or 40,000 players on the network. Now, if we're looking and fast forwarding to 2022, the server probably costs at least 3 times this to run. I do not have the exact figure, and I'm not entirely sure if the exact figure of how much it costs for Hypixel to run per month is actually public. Now, it's no secret that Hypixel is a very wealthy company. They're also developing their own game. However, if you add on the server costs and then also add on how much it would cost to then make servers and then add additional servers into the EU or any other region, it would be incredibly expensive. And that's if nothing goes wrong. And the reason I say that is because in April 2018, Hypixel began to use Cloudflare Spectrum as a DDoS protection after being the victim of multiple attacks hosted by malware companies against the server. Now, the reason I bring this up is that I do believe there is a threat towards Hypixel, and if you guys didn't know, on June 18th, 2021, Hypixel shut down for an emergency maintenance, stating their host was under a large-scale attack. And if you guys may remember this, as it was quite recent, but there was connection problems reported by a whole bunch of members in the community, including myself. I actually remember not being able to record or make any videos or just enjoy playing the game. And Hypixel then later claimed they had identified the issue and they were trying to work it out. But the team did also state that they had dealt with DDoS attacks for well over 8 years. And that might be just another reason as to why we have never seen a Hypixel EU. With ongoing problems with their existing NA servers, it just may be a little bit too much of a headache to then think about adding a whole nother region to the game. And if you don't know much about DDoS attacks, you're more than welcome to Google, but they are incredibly frustrating to deal with, especially if you're a server owner already looking to expand and work on other projects. It's kind of a headache that you unnecessarily don't want to have to deal with, and it ultimately kind of sucks because it closes the server down, it makes it so nobody can enjoy playing on the server, and downtime is never a good thing. And why is downtime never a good thing for Minecraft servers? Well, if you're Hypixel, you have around 4 or 5 other competitors in the same community trying to get to the level that you are at. If your server goes down for, let's say, 1 to 3 days, you're going to notice a significant amount of these players making their way to the competitors of Hypixel. And if you're Hypixel, that's obviously not what you want. And I think this is somewhat of an unrealistic situation because I believe Hypixel is just so much further ahead of any Minecraft server now. I mean, we've seen some servers come close. I mean, Mineplex at one point was massive. Same with Gomma, same with Hive. But over time, they've just fizzled down while Hypixel have continued to grow and constantly add in new game modes like Hypixel Skyblock that reignite the popularity in Hypixel and kind of maintain a bunch of players playing on the server. It's kind of a bittersweet ending because when you think about it, playing Hypixel has never been more laggy, and while it's kind of harsh to complain about the lag on Hypixel when they are having around 100,000 players, it does somewhat ruin the experience. And I guess an interesting point would be if there was multiple servers, would it decrease the stress on NA? You know, if there was an EU server as well, even though it would technically divide up the community, would it reduce the stress on the Hypixel's NA, therefore flooding more players towards the EU section and making it a less laggy experience? I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but it would be very interesting to find out if that would actually benefit Hypixel. But like I said, I don't really believe Hypixel have to worry. They're currently holding 4 Guinness World Records, one for the most popular independent server for a video game, most popular Minecraft server network with 64,000 concurrent players on Wikipedia, although this is much higher now. That was in 2017, which is just insane to think about. It's also got the most games, which is 43 different game modes. I'm not sure if that's still technically the same, but I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Now, if there's one thing to take from this entire mystery of Hypixel, it's that we don't know what will truly happen in the future. Hypixel could very well announce tomorrow that they plan on adding an EU proxy, but how likely is that? We already know Hypixel have been working on Hytale, their independent block-ish game, for a very long time now with Hypixel Studios. A lot of money, a lot of time invested. They're also working on a bunch of different game modes from what I've been told. They've recently announced their support a creator, where they've been partnering up with creators, predominantly from the NA, by the way. I just want to point out, although it doesn't really hold much relevance, where you can actually buy a rank and enter a YouTuber's code, which I really find awesome. I really like that Simon has now, you know, kind of established some role of a partnership with creators, and I do really like that. I don't know if I will ever become a support a creator partner on Hypixel. I have a few friends that are, and I couldn't be happier for them. And I know, this video has been a little bit all over the place. A lot of facts thrown in your face, a lot of speculation, but one thing I can tell you is that Hypixel is growing by the day. It's not getting smaller, and I believe this summer Hypixel will somehow maintain over 100,000 players concurrently, consistently. We've already seen it happen last summer when everyone was in lockdown. The server was rising, and I think it's just going to get to the point where they might have to just spread things out and add in different regions. I mean, I know they experimented, like I said, with Hypixel China. I would have loved to have made a video trying that out because at the time, I wasn't really much of a Hypixel player from 2017 to 2020, so I never really got the chance, but I think it would be just that much funnier to try it out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know there's been a ton of speculation. I'll leave a link to all of the information I've gathered in this video down below in the description, but I do want to close out with one question. Do you believe Hypixel will ever add an EU or a South American or an Oceanic server? Let me know. I want to know what you think. If not, tell me why. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.